was watching the National Day release speech by the Prime Minister, and his opening liner was 10 years ago, no one had thought that there was a women's team climbing Everest, but today there is. So it was then I knew about that there's this team of people who wanted to climb Everest from Singapore. And then I remembered that actually I had written down somewhere that I wanted to climb Everest as well.
One of my vision was actually training, but there wasn't a real kind of like a leap of faith to start out the business.
From the first day I started working, I always experiencing the job. Is it the right fit for me? So that's the reason that I changed 3 jobs in 2 years.
When my son was about 4 years, 9 months, he told me, Mommy, I think you should come to my school and teach my friends, about the unconscious mind to trust, And then I said, yeah, why not? So that was the calling.
In that training, it got me clear about what I want and what were the factors that are holding me back and things like this. So then that was when the calling came. Yeah, because I finished the training, the next day I resigned. When my potential business partner tell me, he say, if you are serious about running a business, you cannot do it part-time. That was when I dropped the other 2 jobs and start full-time. So I think if you talk about crossing over, there will be actually 2 hurdles. The first one was to leave my job. The second one is to really go full-time into this business.
Once I decided to climb, I just go all the way to the top. But rather it's during the training that's really a test of my determination. And I was always questioning myself, why am I doing this? Is it worthwhile to do this at all?
At that point, I had a very supportive partner who wanted to work with me and support me in developing my program further, and that's where Positive Focus is born.
The thought that I always want to give out my best to discover my own potentials. So it's because of this kind of thought that I want to discover my potential. How much potential do I have? And how can I discover them? And that led me to the NLP class. So I think it's the classmates, and also the books that helped me to decide that I want to come out to start my own business.
Like Barney and Agnes, I consider them as one of my earth angels, and this partner of mine, I consider that too.
I think definitely my business partner, I would say the 2 of them, in terms of running business, they are actually my mentor.
So that's when I joined the master practitioner in this NLP conducted by Barney. Yeah. So during my time with him, he so-called coached me and also explore internally the so-called the wolf honors of this journey. My challenge is to find the meaning behind why I need to complete this thing. Is it okay to, let's say, stop it halfway, let's say if really it's not for you? The only reason that I continued is because I do not like to just so-called give up on certain things halfway. In every mountain that I climb, I always wanted to hit the summit. And because of my focus on the summit, I actually couldn't really appreciate the journey.
2 years ago, I was in depression for almost a year. Overvalue system different about how business should be run, and my perspective about things and stuff like this. I want things to be done in a certain manner. However, due to the business environment, there is certain level of compromise needed, right, to get the business going. So I couldn't reconcile that part. I think it's at quite a deep level. I couldn't reconcile it.
I was always asking, I don't want this, I don't want that. I have never asked myself what I want. And also, it's not very easy. Even when you realize you need to ask yourself, what do you want? But it's actually, I don't know. In the class, I didn't know. I didn't know what I want. So that was a very big struggle.
Definitely fear of failure. Fear of failure. again, limitations, limiting beliefs. Limiting beliefs, again, like, you know, we don't have the right qualifications, we don't have the funds, we don't have, I mean, it's a new program, I mean, who are you, you know? I'm a very individual, I would say, I want to be myself, and I do not want to teach just other people's program. I want to teach a program that I believe in.
By thinking about the option I have and what will happen if I stayed in that job, that gave me the determination that no matter what happened, I'm going to pursue what I want to do.
By running the business, it actually shifted my perspective a lot in terms of how I see business and how I used to consider not ethical now. By shifting the perspective, I realized that it got nothing to do with ethical. Yeah, it got to do with being fairly compensated.
Now on hindsight, to think that why am I not enjoying the process? Because I'm really too focused on the end result itself. And I remember very distinctly when I was on my summit push to Everest. That was when I was moving out from the Camp 4. And I told myself that night, say that just let it go lah. Now I'm really on the final leg of the journey, and if the mountain can allow me to climb and submit, then so be it. If not, then so be it. Yeah. And I realized that it was only at the point in time when I totally surrendered that I started to enjoy the process of climbing.
I knew that I had to learn and control, and, you know, knowing that we've got all these resources within us, but it's how we're going to pool these resources, yeah, and organize them in a way that it works for us so that we can achieve consistent results. So again, for me, because I'm a spontaneous person and I can do too many things at one time, I need to be more conscious and more aware. So my habits were very important. After going through all these, and I'm really, really grateful, because right now I am working with a few people that are really having the same vision, and these are parents, teachers, principals who have the same vision in this collaborative nurturing.
My vision is to pass down the knowledge and information to the next generation, such that next generation is better off. So living by that vision, right, would ask me to first to work with you for me, right? Because if I know a lot and it's not being passed down, then I just wasted my life, right?
You have potential in yourself. You really have potential. It's just maybe you haven't seen it. Maybe you don't know how to discover it.
Different people have different kind of things that they want to do, and we don't have to follow other people. Just follow the ones inside your heart. Whatever opportunities or whatever things that you think that you want to do, no matter how big, how small, or how significant or insignificant, if you feel that there is this little thing that you want to do, just go ahead and do it and give yourself a chance to do it.